everybody, and welcome to Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world, and I bitch and complain about things, people, annoyances, everyday confusionist things that make me annoyed. It boils my pee. Yeah, I know it hurts, but yeah, it does. It boils my pee. And today, we're taking a little trip back in time. No, not to any event on TV. No, not to any particular show or movie. No. Come with me, if you will, on a magical journey back to my childhood. Well, not my childhood, but my teenage years in high school. Ah, yes, high school. The softcore porno we're all locked in for 4 years. Yes, the prison system of our nightmares. Get your ass up at 6 in the morning, be at school by 7, and you're stuck there till at least 2:30. Oh, sorry, 7:30, I should say. Then you're stuck there till 2:30. And if you're lucky, you'll get a reprieve, and you'll be able to go home at the end of the day, unless you get detention. It's one of the few things, if you ever want to think of a prison, school is one of the few things that not only qualifies as a prison, but at the same time allows you to go home at night and stay home on the weekends. It's an overglorified daycare for kids, but I'm not here to discuss my thoughts on schools. In general, I could do an entire rant video on that. I hated going to school. I hated it with a fucking passion. But no, back when I was in high school, I was not the happy individual you know me as today. I'll let that sink in for a minute. No, I actually had an issue back in high school. I was on blood pressure medication. And the thing was, I ended up getting an ear infection. And that was like in 10th grade. So when that got checked out, the doctor noticed, oh yeah, your blood pressure's kind of high for somebody your age. That's not a good thing. And at the time, I had an ear infection. That was the kicker. So I had to go back in September for a physical. And it's like, oh yeah, no, your blood pressure's still high. So they put me on blood pressure medication. Yeah. I don't know how many people, I've only talked to like maybe 3 people that have ever had to take this stuff. I don't even remember the name of it anymore, but I just mean it like in general. They did not have good memories of it. Some say it worked really well. Others have horror stories. I mean, hell, I remember once I got some really strong cough drops at the Dollar Tree, and I literally felt like I was floating out of a chair. Yeah. The blood pressure medication I had to take had me floating. I didn't like it. I felt high. I didn't enjoy it. I felt weird. It didn't feel right. Something felt wrong. But unfortunately, I was told, no, you have to take this medication. It's required because your blood pressure's sky high because you have an anger problem. That's what's causing your blood pressure to skyrocket. All that, your weight, your diet, the fact that you don't exercise. Yeah, okay, sure. But I always love how they went right to the you have an anger problem. You're a constantly angry person. Let me just say this flat out here, right now. When I was in school, the teachers always had this fear in the back of their minds. Okay, is today the day he's going to go postal? There was a teacher that was there, that was my homeroom teacher for 2 years, until she got a job at another school, and we got a different one. She was really nice then too, her replacement. But her last day, the first one, her last day, she actually came to me because I was usually the first one in homeroom. And she came to me, she goes, today's my last day. I said, yeah. I said, we're going to miss you. She goes, yeah. She goes, I just want to say something though to you. She goes, I honestly was afraid that one of these days you were going to go postal. That you were just going to come in, go postal, and that was going to be the end of it. Just, I'm really glad you didn't do it, and I hope that it never happens. And I just get a kick out of that in the back of my mind. To this day, it's still something that I will never forget. And I'm just like, oh my God. She honestly thought I was going to go nuts. And I thought that was cool. But what bothers me is, like I said, the whole, you have anger issues. Yeah, this was brought upon by my guidance counselor and some of the teachers and some of my classmates and the parents of those classmates. Yeah, they had this brilliant idea in their mind that I'm a giant ball of anger. The 6', 2" person is a ball of rage. Okay. Here's a news flash for everybody. I don't have an anger problem. I have an idiot problem. Especially in high school, I had an idiot problem. See, I was stuck with what you would call the sort of lower end spectrum of the class. They were the ones that you kind of hope they just quietly disappear and they don't have to deal with them. That's sort of what my high schooling was. And my class hated me for the longest time, too. So there was also that nightmare on top of it. How would you feel if you have an entire class that not only hates your guts, minus your one friend, which is really good. I had one best friend in high school, like from middle school on. That was my best friend. And then I ended up getting 2 more. And then eventually my class finally started giving me some respect. And I wanted nothing to do with them at that point. I'm not even joking. I didn't have an anger problem. I had an idiot problem. Oh, here, let's see. It was basically every day of school was a game of let's see how much we can push Andrew's buttons and see what happens. Let's take his stuff. You know, because I had to carry all my damn books. We couldn't take our bags, like our backpacks, and, like, wear them to class. Oh, God, no. Because they might be harboring food or cheat codes in there for tests and cheat sheets. Oh, no. Sure, okay. Can't have our backpacks. So I'm carrying 7 books, 5 binders, and a trapper keeper. Let me rephrase that again. I'm carrying, it was 5 books, a crap ton of binders, and a trapper keeper. From class to class to class, every freaking day. Yeah, you try doing that, and then you try putting up with your classmates acting like total idiots, and you tell me if I have an anger problem. No! I don't have an anger problem. I have a why the holy bleep am I here problem. I don't want to be here. I don't want to go to school. I didn't like school. Why in the hell am I here? How does that equate to an anger issue? It's a I'm bored out of my goddamn skull issue. Oh, but then you aren't being challenged enough. Yeah, but yet if I get a fucking A on a goddamn test, I'm summoned into the guidance counselor's office for a meeting of, well, Andrew, how'd you cheat on the test? I didn't cheat on the test. Well, now we both know you're not intelligent enough to get an A. No, I am intelligent enough to get an A when I'm studying for it day in, day out, and I'm being quizzed on it by my friends at lunch. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get an A on that son of a bitch. Or better yet, then have on top of that, because I mean, this is just basically my small life prior to my graduating high school. Add in the fact that I also have some family members that ask me stupid questions and expect me to have an answer for them just like that. Sure, let me pull out my Q continuum powers and snap my goddamn fingers and give you an answer that you want. How the hell am I supposed to know that? Or it's better yet to the point of, well, I have this, and this to do. Oh, and I have to get my senior class project done because when I was told about it my junior year so that I'd have the whole summer to work on it, they never bothered to tell me that it needs this, and this for it. I hand in what I'm assuming is a completed project, only to find out that, oh yeah, by the way, Mr. Rhodes, that's not actually qualifying as a complete project. You know what, screw it. This is basically going to go back right into why I hated school. No. I'm going to save that for another rant video. That's going to be its own video in itself. But no, I didn't have an anger problem. I had an idiot problem. I had to deal with idiots every single day. I had classmates that would basically talk nonsense. You try paying attention, especially when you're in study hall or you're having okay, look, we got the work done in this class for the day. There's nothing left for me to teach you that's already on my list. Just relax, have a little study hall. And you try drowning out 90% of your classmates' chatter. You try pandering out hundreds of voices in your head as they're talking about, oh, I watched the stupidest thing last night on TV. And then you have one side of the room talking about this and another side of the room talking about this. The people in front of you are talking about this. And the whole time you're like, why? And you're stuck listening to all this, and it's like, okay, all right, I don't care about any of it, but I can hear it because everybody won't shut the goddamn hell up. And it bothers me. It always annoyed me. And that's what pissed me off. I didn't have an anger problem. I had an idiot problem. I was dealing with idiots on a daily basis. Add that into the fact that I have relatives that were driving me crazy. I had problems left and right. And, I mean, now granted, my problems aren't anything like everybody else's problems. I'm not saying that I had a horrible childhood or anything. I'm just going that I had some stressful shit I had to go through in high school, and I'm getting told, oh, you have an anger problem. No. I don't have an anger problem, okay? I'm dealing with morons. All right, I'm dealing with idiots. My friends told me, and even my mom to a point as well, told me that I am intelligent but lazy. That basically means that I'm intelligent. I think I can prove that when I'm figuring out time travel and I understand dimensional theory. I'm just lazy as hell. But that doesn't make me a dimwit or stupid. Oh, God, no. That just means I'm more intelligent. An actual intelligent person will figure out a way to do something that's overly complicated and is going to take 15 to 20 steps. A lazy person, to get it done quickly and still get the same result, will cut that down in half. Instead of it being 10 to 15 steps, try about 7. Maybe 8 steps at best, or less. They're going to make it less stressful and less strenuous so they don't have to do it that much. But God forbid, no, that just means you're lazy. No, it doesn't. Oh, well, now you're getting angry with me. You're giving me attitude. This is how I normally talk. And that's the fun part, is that that's the stuff that I'm still dealing with today. I deal with people saying that I'm giving them attitude when my voice goes 2 octaves higher at best, or it gets a little lower. They're like, you don't have to give me attitude. I'm not giving you attitude. You want to see me give you attitude? I'll give attitude. But no, that's what pisses me off. Don't automatically assume something just because of the way somebody talks. Don't assume something just because of the way somebody acts. Oh, I could act like I'm drunk off my ass. I don't drink alcohol, morons. Oh, I can pretend that I'm like a dimwit. I'm intelligent as hell. Never judge a book by its cover. That's the whole basis of that quote. But again, oh, you have an anger problem. No, I don't have an anger problem. I have an idiot problem. I deal with idiots all the time. They won't leave me the hell alone. And that was back in high school, for God's sake. It got a little better when I went to tech school, but by that point I was dealing with students and adults that were giving me issues. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Anyway, what are your thoughts in the comment section below? Let me know. Have you ever had an idiot problem? Have you ever dealt with people assuming that you were something when you're not? Like, oh, you're giving me attitude when you're just tired, or you were moving something or doing something physical right before they ask you a question, you go to catch your breath and you're suddenly giving them attitude? Or am I just a weird type of individual? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Rants.